Okay, welcome back to the channel. So today we're working on the Traxxas Mini XRT. So the last video you guys saw, I did 57 miles an hour with these particular tires. These are some random off-road tires I have sitting around the house. I got 57 miles an hour. I wasn't full throttle with it, so it definitely would have been on a good 60 plus mile an hour pass had I had more room or the car stayed down better. But anyways, there's ways to fix that. But what I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna go install some 17 millimeter Traxxas hubs. There are other options you can use that's way cheaper than this. You can get Hot Racing, Power Hobbies. Just go on eBay, you'll find a lot of 17 millimeters adapters. This is the all-wheel drive / 17 millimeter. If you want to know what the part number is, and this was $40 for this. Again, there is cheaper options. This is just what I had. So that's the part number here, TRA6556X. All right, so let's go ahead and install these 17 millimeter hubs. For those of you, if this is the first time you're doing something like this, I'm going to do a nice step-by-step. So you have your little wheel nut tool here. Go ahead and remove the wheel nut. All right, put this aside and then remove your wheel. Now, what you see is the hubs here. So normally what you do is you have to remove this hub, and I'm going to show you the next step. But give me 1 second. Let me set up the new hubs. With the new hubs, when you open the back of it, okay, you'll get a manual on how to install it, and it's a pretty simple install. All right, and then you will have new axle pins. You could use the old ones, but I'll just use these just because it's probably engineered to fit properly, but you should work with the old one as well. Okay, and then when you open the pack up, all right, so then you see what you got here. They give you a little Allen key tool right here. These are your the nuts that secures the hub onto the axle. I'm going to do one of them just to show you, and then I'll show you the finished product. But they'll all go on just about the same way. So to install, these are all you will need: the nut, the hub, pin, and this the locking nut that locks the axles onto the hub onto the axles. And you have your tool. So I'm gonna show you what I do next. All right, so what I do is I get a flathead screwdriver, go behind the hub, and just pop out just like that. Now be careful because the pin is going to slide out right there in the front. If you can see it already, it's going to slide right out. So just be careful so you can save all those parts. Okay, so you take that out. I suggest, see it fell right out. Suggest you get maybe like a Ziploc bag and just keep all the parts together, label it, and put it maybe back in a bag or a box that you keep all your parts in. All right, so now what you do is pretty simple. Now you take the new pin. Again, you can probably use the old one, but use a new one, slide it in. What I like to do is I like to keep it nice and horizontal. That way it doesn't just slide out. Okay, so it's sitting more at an angle like this and not up and down. Okay, and then now you can slide the hub over it. Make sure you line the flat side up so it goes over the pin, just like that. Boom. And then now you put the nut. Now I recommend you, so I do it like this, and then you put a little drop of Loctite in there, blue Loctite, just to help with it from backing out. Okay, and then you slide it right in on the inside of there, and then that would pretty much, and that's pretty much it. That's how you would install the new hub. Now, if it comes tight, don't worry about it, just tighten it down. And then once you put your wheel on there, then you're able to hold it and then tighten it down. So it's not fully tightened, but I'll show you how I do that in a second. All right, so my wheel of choice, I'll be going again with the Power Hobby Supersonic. These are the buggy tires that I'm running on my Typhon 223S. So far, these tires have done, I believe, over 80 miles an hour. So I am going to run those on this buggy. If you want the part number, I'll show it to you here. This is the part number for it. Okay. Okay. So that's what we'll be running on this Mini XRT. Hopefully it's not too big, so it doesn't look goofy, but let's just put it on here. So I'm gonna show you what I do also as far as tightening that down. So I will put the wheel on just to fit it up on there, just like that. And now you have something to hold. So then you can finish tightening down that the axle nut. Okay, so there we go. Again, there's different brands out there that has the same type of setup. Also, you get wider hexes as well, so you're able to give a wider stance to the buggy. I do plan, depends on how this run with these tires, I may lower the XRT as well. And then a 17mm tool, you just tighten that down just like that. If you don't have one of these, you can just grab a 17mm socket wrench and tighten it down as well. Okay, and that's pretty much it, guys. I know it looks a little goofy right now, but this is pretty much the stuff I'll be running with on this car, just to see how it does with these belted tires. You can run GRPs or BSRs, things like that. Now also, you can easily turn it back into the stock setting as well, just as reverse the same process that we just did. I'm gonna go ahead and complete all four, and I'll get back with you as soon as I'm done. All right, so it's the finished product. This is a belted Power Hobby Supersonic by actually the Jetco brand, which is now Power Hobby, I guess, collaboration. But anyways, this is what I'm gonna be running. It is belted. These tires have been on my other car, Type 23S. It did about 80 plus miles an hour. So I know this car does not do 80 miles an hour right now, maybe in the future, but definitely like the way it is. I'm gonna test out with these tires, see if I can finally get full throttle and just see what kind of speeds I can get with it. It may not be as fast, granted it might be a little bit heavier tire, things of nature, but definitely I'd rather to be more on the ground and stable than, you know, just get out of control and flipping and constantly damaging the vehicle. Like I said, could probably do some more other tuning to it. But as always, guys, quick little video on how to switch your Traxxas XRT, mini XRT from the standard hubs to 17mm hubs. And these are tires I'm using. You can use any type of tire, Hoons, GRPs, VSRs, you know, whatever 17mm on-road tires you want to use, or off-road. So again, this is an option you can also do for some different tires. As always, thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one.